Good day and welcome to our presentation on the FileBound Docusign integration. The FileBound Docusign integration allows organisations to transform their legal compliance by empowering the transition from physical document signing to electronic document signing. This integration capability is available in the FileBound Enterprise version. It also requires a Docusign Enterprise account. Now, timing is right for this technology as Australia and New Zealand have both passed Electronic Transactions Acts, which allow for transactions to be crystallised using electronic means. More information about Docusign can be found at docusign.com.au. Now, the Docusign integration process is a simple three-step process. Firstly, we prepare the document for signing. Secondly, we send to the signers, annotating onto the document where we need them to sign and/or initial. And thirdly, we import the signed documents once the signers have actually completed their signing task. I'm now going to demonstrate that in the FileBound platform. So I'm just going to go to FileBound Viewer, and you can see in this FileBound Viewer we have a contract open. And this contract is open, and if I go to the end of the contract, we will see we've got the signature page ready for signing by a Mr. Bill Worthington of the LB Group. Now, historically, we would print this out, mail it to Bill, or we would scan it and email it. However, now we can use the security of the Docusign application to actually get this document electronically signed. So to do that, I can actually click the Send for Signature button down the bottom of my FileBound Viewer. And when I do that, FileBound Viewer will present me with a couple of fields that need to be completed. Firstly, I need to give an email subject line. So this will be the subject line of the email sent to the signer. And the email body needs to also go in there. I also then need to put the signatories who need to sign this. So we've got Bill Worthington, and he is HR. Once we have our recipients and our email subject and body, I can send that off for signing. And what the integration will do now is it will pass that document up into Docusign using the API. It will then present the document in Docusign's interface, and what I will then be able to do is actually mark it up so that we can tell the signer where they need to actually sign the document. So if I go down to the bottom to the signing page, I can grab one of the signature blocks and mark it up here. Now today I'm only going to use a signature block. We can also use initial blocks on each of the pages, and we can set that up as we need to. As soon as I'm happy with that, I'm going to click the send button, and Docusign will now create that envelope, send it out via email, notifying Bill that he now has a contract to sign. Also, Bill will have received an email, and you'll see that Bill has the ability to click Review Document. That will then open the document up in a browser. Now, Bill, of course, could be doing this from his iPad or any other touchscreen device or his mobile phone. The very first thing Bill sees here is his agreement to use electronic records. So Bill clicks that, clicks Continue, and then the document is presented for signing. Now, as I said, if he was using a mobile device, he could do sign on glass here. I'm going to just click on my little sign there. I can have pre-installed signatures, or I can actually go and use the draw capability. I click Adopt and Sign, I click Finish, and then that's essentially the end of the Docusign process. So what happens now is the person who's requested the signature receives an email saying that the Docusign document has now been signed. They're then able to go back into FileBound, and they can actually refresh the content in FileBound. So we'll be able to get an update, and we can see that we've got a completed envelope here. So that's now been signed. I can import the signed document into FileBound, and we've configured it in this instance such that the document will come in as a copy. So we have two choices when we configure the integration. We can set it up so that the signed document will replace the existing document, or we can set it up such that the signed document will come in as a copy. And you'll see I now have two contracts up in my divider up here, and if I go to the signed document, we'll see we've now got a PDF version of that contract completely signed, and they'll just render in now. So if I once again go down to the signature page, we'll see that this has now been signed. It's now stored in FileBound, and we could now send it down a workflow route if we needed to.